What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mark Roden, and today it is part 5 or 4 of the budget Integra build series. The way this thing is, in case you're new here, is I bought an Integra. Say hi to it. I have a 350Z and I have an Integra. I love this little thing. And I was just decided, you know what? It's filthy, by the way. Don't look at that. I decided, you know what? Everybody's always commenting on my videos saying like, you're not finding any cool car for less than 5K while you're in high school. It's not possible. We died there. But as I was saying, what I'm gonna do is I was gonna buy a car that I think is pretty cool. Most people I think would agree is pretty cool. An Integra is a cool car, and I'm going to build it for less than $5,000, price of the car included, into something cool. And I would to show people that you can have a cool car for less than 5K. And so that's what we're doing. I bought the Integra. It's a 2000 Acura Integra LS with 140,000 miles on it, manual transmission, bone stock. I bought it bone stock, except it does have headers. Has headers in it. That's the only thing that was on it, and a short throw shifter. So short throw shifter and headers were the only two things that were on this car, and I bought the car for $3,000. Pretty good deal in my opinion. It was really clean. It doesn't look clean right now. That's my fault though. Don't buy that. When you wash it, it looks clean. And so what we've done so far is we just kind of, first episode was we just kind of washed the car, got everything ready, took everything out that I didn't like, cleaned up the headlights a little bit. I mean, they're still kind of yellow. It had fog lights on it. I didn't like those, so I took those off. We did that stuff. And then the second episode, we lowered it on $200 Max Speeding Rods coilovers. Thank you, Max Speeding Rods. Again, use code SMOOTH if you guys want to get a little discount when buying some coilovers. And then the next episode after that, we put these little rear spats on for $50. And then last episode, we just put this spoiler on, this here Mugen style wing. I love it. I think it looks great. But today's episode is a bunch of small things. You know, you gotta do the small things, and so we're bunching them all together in one episode. We have 3 things. Okay, so in case anybody's wondering, they also send you this little bag of adapters, and the reason why is, hold on, I gotta put my stuff down. The reason why is because these these shift knobs, my bad, are not built like specifically for your car, so you have to find the right size to put on the thing. So the first step is obviously to take off the old shift knob. So now we got to find the right size. First of all, it's not the right size in this, because this will fit all of them, obviously, since it is the shift knob that came with it. It's the right size for this. It's the thread pattern on this, so you got to do this. I think this looks like the right size. Yeah, it is. So you just kind of put that on. Make sure it's nice and tight on there. It's not going to go all the way down. And then what you want to do is take the actual shift knob and put the shift knob on there. Make that also nice and tight. Shift knob can be sometimes really annoying to get the threads right on this thing, and it's once again doing it. I'm actually gonna put the camera down real quick. See, it is still going. It's gonna be impossible if I ever want to take it back off though. I'm tightening it with like Thanos himself couldn't even take this off if he wanted to. The Hulk could come by and try and shift my car and be like, what the? I want to put my shift knob on. I'd be like, well, too bad, buddy, because this bad boy is tight, tighter than Miss Puff. Uh-oh, I popped it out of gear and I'm on a hill. That's not good. That's as tight as it can go. You can see, it's like, I wish it would still like come up to it. I actually kind of like it like that though. It looks like sporty, race car-y. But yeah, there you go. I love these shift knobs. I think they're so much better feeling than a circular one. I like them a lot, so I'm happy with that. Shift knob is done. Let's go put the sticker on. These little extra pieces I don't need, but I'll just keep them right there. You guys want some gum? Anybody want gum? Let me know if you want gum. I'll bring it to you. And if you don't know how to put a sticker on, I guess I'll show you how, but it's really easy. You just take the first little piece off, and you just, I mean, I can't do it with just one hand, but you're gonna wanna line it up where you want, push it on there, make sure it's nice and tight, and then peel off this protective layer. A lot of people don't peel off that protective layer. I see so many cars with stickers where like the protective layer is still on this car, and I'm just like, well, what are you doing, man? I just threw it on there because I don't really care where it goes. And just peel it off. When they do this, in case, sometimes this will like rip off some of the vinyl. So what you're gonna want to do is just like pull it as tight as you can, like as close as you can, and at an angle, and that usually works perfectly. So at an angle, as tight as you can. And this is it. Private label manufacturing goods. I like it. I think it's simple. I like little tiny stickers like that. It just looks so well. Okay. That's the sticker. Now on to the actual big part, which I'm gonna have to put it into what's it called mode. God, I always forget what this freaking thing is called. Not landscape, it's not portrait, it's time lapse. I'm gonna put it in time lapse mode, time lapse this bad boy up. You might have to take this out now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know, but this should just pop right off after you do this. I think you do have to take off, but you take this off and then get at it from underneath there, so should be good. So as you can see, I just ripped off this bottom little panel here. Just get a screwdriver, pop it up the first time, and then it's honestly easiest to just get your fingers in and just pull it down. I don't think I broke a single pin, so don't worry about breaking any pins. And now here's the windshield motors, but I could take this fully off. I really don't want to, because that's just gonna be a pain to line it back up and get it back in. So I'm gonna try to do it like this, and having it like hang here, and I think I'll be okay. Now the things you have to take off, there's one bolt right there and one bolt right there. That's all I see so far. You obviously do have to disconnect this wire here, and there might be another one. I think that's actually it. Maybe this, no, it looks like it's just for the water sprayer thing, so that should be good. But we'll see, obviously. And then the last thing you do have to do that I forgot to tell you about earlier is to, oh gosh, I keep hitting that freaking piece of wood, is manage to take this off. Which the way you do that is usually you pop this up, and there's some sort of like bolt or nut or something underneath there, but I don't see it right now, so maybe it's good right now. I don't know, we'll see, we'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm gonna have to watch a video, to be honest, because trying to figure it out is not working. Oh, there's another bolt right there, by the way, too. There's 3. I just noticed that one. Okay, so I'm pretty much done. I have 2 parts left that are both going to be incredibly annoying. This is the worst connector I've ever had to try and get out. So I'm not going to turn on a time lapse for this, because it's just going to take me forever and it's pointless. It's just me trying to rip this connector out. And the last thing is that little rubber piece right there goes up to the top. It's that little rubber grommet. And that's also going to be incredibly annoying, but all you have to really do with that is just kind of like, you can take a screwdriver, push it aside and push it down into the thing, you know what I'm saying, like that kind of. And I'm gonna need 2 hands for that for sure, so I'm gonna do that without the time lapse on either. It's really simple, but everything else is really easy. Like I said, those 3 bolts, take those out. This will drop after you take off the windshield wiper. In order to get that off, there's this little plastic piece that's covering it up. Just pop that off. Then there's a 12 millimeter, I think it was 12 millimeter bolt holding in this thing. So I'll get a 12 millimeter bolt, take that, 12 millimeter socket, take that off, then take this off right after that. And then underneath that is these 2 bad boys, which this is a 15/16. So you take that off, then you take this off, and then it falls through. And the windshield wiper will come off after you take off the first bolt. So, and then that's it for that part. That's where we're at right now. And then, like I said, this will drop after you do that, because it's holding in this one right here. So this will drop, and then you can try and work out the connector. And after you get the connector off, that will just come off completely, and then you have to try and figure out how to do the grommet. That grommet is just gonna be such a pain. All right, so my brother came out and gave me a hand, and he figured out the issue with this, and he got it out. Thank you, Adam. And he also helped me get the little rubber on. This is not in yet, so I can show you what to do. So then you just take the little piece that you just bought, hopefully you bought one, and you didn't just take this off and have a giant hole in your trunk. But so this is what it is. It starts out with this little bolt right there, is in the bottom right there. Just take that out real quick and take it off. There's 2 of these little rubber rings here, little gaskets, I guess you could call them. I think you only need 1 though. I don't think you're gonna need both, because I think the other one's supposed to go up here on this one. Ring goes in here, goes in that one on that side. Then you pop this in up here first, like that. So that's why I don't think the ring's supposed to be there, because it looks kind of weird like that. I don't think that's how it's supposed to look. Yeah, you know, I'm not gonna do the ring. Oh Jesus, we're playing skee ball on my roof. But then again, that doesn't look good either. Looks better without the ring. So we're just gonna do it without the ring. If it gets water in there, well, I guess I'll just have to cry. And then this part, this other bottom piece, goes up on there, right like that, like that. Then you take the little screw that came in it and you put it in that hole and you bolt it in. It looks like an 8mm, it's very small. So, but yeah, I gotta turn this off now. Battery's on 3%, but that's pretty much it. I'm gonna actually wrap up this, no I won't. I'll wrap it up after. Ta-da! She's in there. She is not going anywhere either. She's as tight as I can get it. Just one person at least. It looks so much better, dude, without the freaking, look at that. No windshield wiper. Oh, looks so good. That rubber piece isn't necessary, but I ended up putting it in actually because it was really, really difficult to hold the top piece tight while screwing in the bottom. And so I put the rubber on there in order to stop it from spinning on its own axis, or whatever you want to call it. And so, yeah, the rubber piece is in there. That's literally all you have to do, tighten it up. Honestly, a very long process compared to like some other things, like these little pieces down there was pretty short. Everything's been pretty short, pretty close so far. That took forever because of this little clip and because of that little rubber piece. It was very annoying. But now all you got to do is line up these little tabs with all your pieces. Keep this little wire hanging in there. It's not going to do anything if it does, so that's fine. And then you're just going to want to push all these back up. Now I'm going to do that with just one hand. I'm going to try, to do that with just one hand. And I guess we'll see how it goes. Oh goodness. You know what? I'm gonna do it with two hands, but that's all you have to do is just push all that up and you're done. So I put it all back in. The interior pieces are all pushed back in there, but that's it. Look at that bad boy. Shit, you can't even tell there was ever a windshield wiper there. People are gonna drive up behind me and be like, oh my god, how's this guy gonna see out of his back window? Don't worry, buddy, I don't got a windshield wiper. But yeah, so we have that done. A little private label manufactured goods just do sticker, and the shift knob. Slight little, slight little mods, but they go a long way. They go a long way in the long run. So now, to recap, all these parts total costed about $30 total. That costed, I think, 20, the shift knob. This costed literally 10 bucks, and the sticker was free. So yeah, $30. And so that means that we bought the car for $3,000, put the coilovers on, $3,200. Those little spats were $50. These little rear spats here, $50. So $32.50. These were $150. This was $150, the wing, so $3,400, and a total of $30 for the entire little mods that we've done so far, bringing the car up to a total of $3,430 so far. And it's already looking pretty snazzy. We still have some other things that we obviously have to do to it. The big ones are yet to come, which are obviously wheels and how we're gonna wrap it. But luckily I did get a wrap for free, but don't worry, I will be including the price for the wrap either way, because I understand most people can't get it for free. But yeah, so $3,450, and this is about $3,450 gonna get you. I mean, it's not great. It's not like a race car that everybody's gonna be like, oh my god, dropping, girls are gonna be taking off their shoes for, but hey, looks pretty good in my opinion, so I'm happy with it. Especially that wing, dude. The wing just it's just a chef's kiss. But anyway, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see. Obviously, hopefully we'll stay with the weekly Integra build uploads from now on until we get to the point where we have to wrap it, because that's obviously going to take probably like months for me to do. But I like it so far, man. I am happy with it so far. I gotta wash it for sure, but it looks good now. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see. Tas Badania, and have a nice night.